We began this Monday Club 12 and a half years ago. And I have to say that if it wasn't for this gentleman to my right, I don't think we'd have got out the first year. And the reason for that is he's written the most famous song that's ever come out of the Monday Club. And we've had like a lot of big stars come and play here for us on a Monday, but none of them could ever manage to hit the heights of songwriting that this gentleman has reached with his specific song about sausages, which if you've never heard it, I will ask you at the end of the set if your life feels altered and different and changed. It's that good. So without any further ado, he's more than just one song, he's got a whole pocket full of them. Please rise as one for the great Barry Joe!
Thanks very much, Ian. This first song is a January song. I live in Formby and I walk the dog around the back of Formby Beach. And one January morning, very cold morning, there was nothing going on at all, very still, except for one tree which had about 40 magpies in it. And they were making a lot of noise, so and the next minute they stopped. It's a song called The Lone Crow. One January morning, there no frost but cold and still. There was no breeze to shake the trees on the dunes near Cavern Hill. Another one tree shook it and compelled me to look up and hardly raise my eyes. That tree was laid, not leaves or fruit, just a charmless magpies. Well, as I stood and watched the scene, the clamour grew and grew. Not one of them was listening, they all just talked on through. They bickered and they snickered, not so much chit, only chat. No sorrow, no joy, the girls or boys were not venting their wrath. Well, I've got a secret never to be told and one as loud as can be. I've got a great one here about silver and gold and reduced to mercilessly. He said, don't get excited, it's really not a crime, not a crime, not a crime. Secrets are just tales you tell to one person at a time. Then all at once I saw something I've never seen before. A lone boat off an adjacent tree let out a dreadful score. Soon my cries all fell silent, didn't say another word. We're resolute cry and one crow is all that could be heard. From that day forward the foe strengthened is never seen again. His exploits and his bravery shocked the world of birds and men. When creature birds ceased their endless talk of species, worms and diets. And something the stones of the crow that quelled like my rights. They spoke in the stones of the crow that quelled like my riots. They spoke in the stones of the crow that quelled like my riots. They spoke in the stones of the crow that quelled like my riots. Thank you. This next song is sung about the American Civil War. Liverpool played a fairly shabby role in the American Civil War, in my view, if you're aware of the history. It was the base for the Confederate battleship, often with a crew of Scousers, and the last act of the American Civil War was the surrender of the battleship Shenandoah at Liverpool Town Hall. This song is about the Battle of Gettysburg, with the tide turned for the anti-slavery people. It's called Last Man Standing. Cold and hungry as recruiting sergeants do, reach up all my civilian ranks for a uniform of blue. I was fighting for the Union, being the slavery, and I chose to serve my country in the horse artillery. We rode across Virginia through the mud and rain and fire, and then General Watts northward to be forced us to retire. My Nancy wrote me letters that made me want to cry, and we rode up to Gettysburg on the first day of July. Well, I am the last man standing from the New York battery when we held line at Gettysburg in 1863. There was fighting upon ground, top and down in Devil's Den, and sometimes we were falling back, sometimes it was then. We heard the cries of wounded men as they crossed the final bridge, and we waited in the darkness up on Cemetery Ridge. The sun rose up with anger through the Pennsylvania dawn, and then pickets men came charging, but we mowed them down like corn. We swore and flew towards us, and we heard the rebel yell, and then we loaded up with cannon stuff and blew them all to hell. Well, I am the last man standing from the New York battery when we held line at Gettysburg in 1863. I made my way out west with no money in my pocket, but with silver on my chest. But I lived beside my neighbours who had on the blue or grey, and we worked the land together, and we built the USA. Well, I am the last man standing from the New York battery when we held line at Gettysburg in 1863. Yes, I am the last man standing from the New York battery when we held line at Gettysburg in 1863. Thank you. Ian is very kind about this song each week. I wrote it about 10 years ago just for Monday Club because a lot of people would get up on stage and swear. And so I wrote it as a morality tale about the perils of swearing. And because I actually don't swear myself, I ask if people will join in and sing along because I have to swear in the song. And I keep saying that's the same introduction I've been using for 10 years, and it's total bollocks because I swear all the time. But it's a story, isn't it? So, but the idea is still true. Is I'd love you to sing along. If you don't know the words at the start, I'm sure you'll know them by the end. So. Making a bit of a mess this here, so yeah. I can't multitask, that's my problem. You ever found yourself plucking the wrong string and then wondering why it doesn't say the right thing? Hello, Bill. How are you doing? Good man. What? I know he is, yeah. Luckily he's made it just in time. Please put your hands together for Ian for a lovely night. He's a very fine man. These songs of mine are available on southboundatticband.com if you're at all interested for free download. I used to say at one time they're also on Bandcamp, but no one ever bought anything, so they're all for free now. So I'm giving up the idea of making any money out of music. It's just one of them things, isn't it? You know, it's a tough old life. Anyway, I struggle to make any money out of this song because it doesn't get played on the radio. You'll find out for fairly obvious reasons why it doesn't. So, anyway, thanks very much for listening. This is Hide the Sausage. One Sunday afternoon, I was glowing like a moon, so I could settle down and watch the football. The match, it was a ball, it took them 2 hours just to score. My wife said, let's have chips, what a good call. And Chip Shop Man and me, we had some history. I didn't like that he was always swearing. He'd F and Jeff at me if I didn't have the right money. If I ordered a split portion just for sharing. But I always stay polite, I thought it was only right. Onion gravy and chips, slices and a sausage. We wrapped them up quite quickly, I've never seen it work so slickly. I was soon on my way home back to our cottage. When I got the feast back home, my wife was on the phone. So I took on the task of the food out. Imagine my despair when the sausage wasn't there. I went straight back to the shop for a shootout. I launched in with this like thunder, sizing customers asunder. Anyone could tell that I was raging. In my state of heightened ire, I got out like fire with fire, and with these very words I could engage in. I said, where's me fucking sausage, you bastard? You bastard! Where's me fucking sausage, you bastard? You bastard! I was hoping to enjoy a lovely Savoy. But now where's me fucking sausage, you bastard? He said, who are you calling a bastard, you bastard? Who are you calling a bastard, you bastard? Your position is diminished by the fact I haven't finished wrapping up your stuff before you're fucked off. Well, I phoned up your wife to tell her of the error. She said it was alright, you were an easy-going fella. Now I work with Bernard and we spoke like this on ships. Now you a fucking bard and you can whistle for your chips. Well, I went up to my wife who was ashamed of me quite rightly. She said she couldn't eat or she was famished. And some items you the rice, which used to be twice nightly. I found myself definitely vanished. As I said, where's me fucking sausage, you bastard? Where's me fucking sausage, you bastard? I was hoping to enjoy a lovely Savoy. But now where's me fucking sausage, you bastard? There's more. Now the moral of this tale is to think before you speak, resisting the temptation to get lippy. It's not big or clever to swear, and if you get it wrong, you could be painted off for a crate without a chippy. So don't say, where's me fucking sausage, you bastard? Where's me fucking sausage, you bastard? I was hoping to enjoy a lovely Savoy, and now where's me fucking sausage, you bastard? Your turn on your own. Beautiful, now everyone. Where's me fucking sausage, you bastard? Where's me fucking sausage, you bastard? I was hoping to enjoy a lovely Savoy, but now where's me fucking sausage, you bastard? Beautiful singing, thank you.
I told you, do you all feel different now? The world looks different now you've heard that piece of majesty. It really is an all-time classic and, in my opinion, has kept this club afloat. Please put your hands together for the one and only Paddy Jones!